need all the help we can.
I'll do my best.
Extra special.
I'll do my best. All right, let us pray. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, God, we thank you so much for this and another day, Lord. We're so thankful, Lord, for all your wonderful blessings that you bestowed upon us today, Lord. The ones that we've seen, Lord, and the ones that we've not even thought about today. We're just thankful for those things. God, I ask that you bless this meeting, Lord. I ask that you bless this city as we move forward, Lord. I ask that you bless everybody in attendance, Lord. I ask all these things in your gracious Heavenly name. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, it's September 16th at 5 p.m. and I'd like to call the City of Corbin Board of Commissioners meeting to order with a roll call, please.
Moore,
Here.
Shepherd,
Here.
Baker,
Here.
Gamble, Rasmus.
Here. First on the agenda is to approve the August bills.
That motion to approve?
Second.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Approve the minutes from the August 29th special called meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Shepherd,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Disqualified.
Rasmus.
Yes. Ratify Mayor Rasmus's signature on letter of support for SOAR's ARC application.
Make a motion.
Second?
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Approve refund in the amount of $200 to Save-A-Lot number 79 Cumberland Falls Highway for their yearly ABC license they paid and then decided not to sell alcohol anymore.
I'll set a motion. Second.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Approve a refund in the amount of $175 to Hallie Raines at 2115 South Main Street for a canceled pool party.
Set a motion.
Second?
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. First reading of ordinance 2024-7, an ordinance fixing the tax rate on motor vehicles for the year 2025.
Ordinance number 2024-7, an ordinance fixing the tax rate on motor vehicles for the year 2025, be it ordained by the Board of Commissioners of the City of Corbin, Kentucky as follows. That an ad valorem tax of 24 and 2300 cents be and the same is now hereby levied on each $100 worth of taxable value of motor vehicles for the year 2025. Each of the levies is hereby made for the following separate and distinct uses to wit. A, that .1551 out of every 24 and 2300 cents of the aforesaid tax is hereby levied for the current expense fund. That .0727 out of every 24 and 2300 cents of the aforesaid tax is hereby levied for the benefit of the police and fireman pension fund. That .0145 out of every 24 and 2300 cents of the aforesaid tax is hereby levied for the benefit of the library fund. Each and every aforesaid levy is hereby designated separate and distinct levy, and taxes collected thereunder shall be used for no other purpose than the designated, and in the event any one or more of the said levies is held to be unauthorized by law, it shall in no wise affect the other tax levies as provided in this ordinance. All ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith are hereby repealed. First reading, September 16th, 2024. This is the tax rate that has not been able to change since January 1st of 1983. We just have to set it every year.
You'd think that they would just make it where we didn't have to do this every year, but anyway, can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Shepherd,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Discuss and approve tax rate for 2024 property tax bills.
So, based on the calculation worksheet from the Department of Local Government, our compensating rate for real property would be .282. For the 4% increase in revenue, the rate would be .293 for real property. The tangible or personal property tax rate for the compensating rate would be 0.3072, and the 4% tangible rate would be 0.3192.
Both of these are decreases from last year's rate, correct?
The 2023 rate for real property is 0.3010, and for personal or tangible property is 0.3147, so the rates are decreased due to the values of property going up.
So then the decision needs to be whether we're gonna take the compensating rate or the 4%. Do you have a recommendation, Mr. City Manager?
I recommend to take the compensating rate.
Okay, so that would be 0.282.
In other words, we're not raising.
All right.
I'll make
Any
a mo-
discussion on this? Or go ahead and make a motion.
I'll make a motion for the city manager's recommendation to approve that.
Second.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Keep growing,
I
people.
have the ordinance ready for the compensating
Okay.
rate as well, to have the first reading tonight. Ordinance number 2024-8, an ordinance fixing the tax rate levying a tax for the year 2024 for the city of Corbin, Kentucky. Be it ordained by the Board of Commissioners of the city of Corbin, Kentucky as follows: that an ad valorem tax of 28 2/10 be and the same is now hereby levied on each $100 worth of taxable property, real and mixed, of every kind and description, and that an ad valorem tax of 30 7200 be the same and is now hereby levied on each $100 worth of personal property, tangible and intangible, and the taxable status of which was in the city of Corbin, Kentucky for municipal purposes in cities of home rule class. Each of the levies is hereby made for the following separate and distinct uses to which, with real property, that 18.05 cents out of every 28 2/10 of the aforesaid tax for city purposes is hereby levied to provide a current expense fund for the city of Corbin to pay the general expenses of the city and the improvements of its property. That 8.46 cents out of every 28 2/10 of the aforesaid tax for city purposes is hereby levied for the benefit of the police and fireman pension fund. That 1.69 cents out of every 28 2/10 of the aforesaid tax for city purposes is hereby levied for the benefit of the library fund. For personal property, that 19.66 cents out of every 30 7200 of the aforesaid tax for city purposes is hereby levied to provide a current expense fund for the city of Corbin to pay the general expenses of the city and the improvements of its property. That 9.22 cents out of every 7200 of the aforesaid tax for the city purposes is hereby levied for the benefit of the police and fireman pension fund. That 1.84 cents out of every 7200 of the aforesaid tax for city purposes is hereby levied for the benefit of the library fund. Each and every aforesaid levy is hereby designated as separate and distinct levy, and the taxes collected thereunder shall be used for no other purposes than the designated, and in the event any one or more of said levies is held to be unauthorized by law, it shall in no wise affect the other tax levies as provided in this ordinance. All ordinance or parts of ordinance in conflict herewith are hereby repealed. First reading, September 16, 2024.
All right, can I have a motion to approve this ordinance?
Set a motion.
Gamble, Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. All right, Sky's happy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Reappoint Jackie Willis to the Tourism Board. Her term expires on 9/30/2024, and this is a chamber appointee, correct? And Bruce, I never got to talk to you about it, but I just assumed that you're great with that. Okay, all right.
Set a motion.
Second?
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. All right, approve and authorize the renewal of the line of credit at Hometown Bank. So this is that $300,000. We do this every year. It's just kind of our little rainy day tapping fund in case we ever need it.
I'll set a motion. Second.
Shepherd,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Accept the resignation of the following in the Corbin Police Department. Norman Patrick, effective 9/9/2024. Kenny Prophet, effective 9/20/2024.
Is that motion?
Second.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble, Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes.
All right, executive session pursuant to KRS 618110(1)(c) and F to discuss personnel and proposed and/or pending litigation. Motion to go into executive session.
Motion to go into executive session.
Second.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Gamble.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Let's call the meeting back to order.
Moore,
Here.
Shepherd.
Here.
Baker.
Present.
Gamble.
Here.
Rasmus.
Here.
The Board of Commissioners met in executive session pursuant to KRS 61.810, Section 1, subsection C and F, to discuss personnel and proposed and/or pending litigation. No formal action was taken.
Okay, Scott.
See, Robert. All right.
Merry Christmas.
So we got quite a few things to talk about in my report. The first thing, are our trick or treat hours. I know that's on everybody's mind. So the downtown trick or treat hours will follow what you had last year. That would be from 3:30 until 5:30 p.m. And then the city trick or treat hours will be, as was sort of tradition, 6 to 8 p.m., okay?
Is that on Halloween day?
On Halloween day.
That is Halloween day. Yes. Thank you.
Scott, what are you gonna dress up as?
Well, I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
It's a big secret.
City,
Yeah. What'd you say?
a city manager.
Yeah.
She dressed up like a mayor. Okay, sorry. Go
You
ahead.
guys are great. Tom Jackson, do you have anything to say tonight? I believe you do. Speak up.
Yes, the recycling center would like to hire Michael Strong full-time. He's already seasoned and he's proved himself very well.
Michael Strong.
Michael Strong.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to hire Michael Strong at recycling full-time.
Laborer.
Labor.
Laborer.
Make a motion.
Is that a budgeted position?
It is. Yeah, he's short on that. So no new positions.
Made a motion, Baker.
Second.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Gamble.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes.
Just a second, folks. Okay, all right. Just making sure. And also, we have a recommendation to terminate the employment of Jonathan Woolard. Is that how you pronounce that? Woolard, also in the recycling department. This has come from HR, and we've discussed this per Tom's recommendation.
Motion?
Second.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Gamble.
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes.
Ms. Main came last meeting and brought to our attention a situation on Kentucky Avenue where she lives, South Kentucky Avenue. And it is our recommendation after study, observation. Chief of Police is aware of this due to speeding, particularly during school hours. They've been down there doing extra patrols. We'd like to have recycling place signs on, Public Works, on South Kentucky Avenue, making that a 15 mile per hour speed limit. Is that right, Ms. May?
Yep.
Thank you for your approval.
Oh, you're welcome.
And your suggestion. It was her suggestion.
Yeah.
Is there a set speed limit on the track?
Our speed limit's 25 now. isn't it?
It's 25, and so they go 35, so if we do 15, maybe they'll go 25. Don't quote me on
Early
that.
Street as well.
So Chief brings up what I was gonna mention next. We had a complaint, is that lady here tonight? She said she was coming, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, I guess not. I was gonna make the same recommendation for Early Street, which is the next street over. And I was told that it is already 10 miles per hour, or 15 miles. Do you know, Rusty?
Well, there's no signs at all.
There's no signage either way. Okay, well, we'll check that out, but if not, let's approve 15 miles per hour to keep that. Because just like you said, they're not gonna go 15 miles per hour anyway unless there's a police cruiser set
Well,
up.
the reason I said 10, I thought it was down to 10 is because it was in a school zone, quote unquote, because of the access to the schools there.
Right.
Sometime in the past, there may be an ordinance somewhere in the past.
Okay, well, let's look that one up. And if it's already 10, we'll make signs for 10 miles per hour. If not, to be uniform, let's just make them both 15 miles per hour, okay? As I said, so in reality, going down those streets when there's no school traffic, you know, it's a wide open shot, but every 200 feet there's a stop sign. So if we make it uniform at 15, at least we've done our best, I think, to try to somewhat control it. Is that clear enough?
Is there a certain section of Kentucky Avenue that would have this, or just?
Well, from 19th Street to 23rd
It's
Street.
just
yes.
South Kentucky.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, well, I suggested we go to 23rd, that was something you all were gonna decide.
That's what it'd be, 19th to 23rd Street.
Do we need a motion for that?
I think we'd have
Yes.
to authorize Bob to draft an ordinance.
Correct.
Motion to authorize the city attorney to draft an ordinance to lower the speed limit from 19th in South Kentucky to 23rd in South Kentucky, down to 15 miles an hour.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Would we have to add both the streets and area individually?
Let's do some research on her.
Yeah, we'll check on early just to make sure, okay?
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes.
Okay, now I want to thank Brian Freeman. Mr. Freeman called us and said he had a mower that was in very good shape that he just didn't need. So I called Jeff Nance, who took the guys that know about mowers out to look at it, and we got about a $3,200 to $3,400 mower, Jeff, donated to us. And they're out there using it, and it's really nice. I mean, they had to do a little bit of work on it, but it's really a great deal from Brian. And,
Thank you to
we need
Mr.
thank
Brian Freeman.
We
Very
appreciate
nice.
him, so we need to get him a letter out there.
I need to make him a Corbin Colonel.
You know that's a great idea. So if anybody else has any extra equipment that
They wanna donate.
please follow Brian Freeman's lead. Okay, but really, it's a very nice gesture. We appreciate it very much, and they're already using it. Do you have anything on the Jonathan Ward? Is that you?
Who?
Jonathan Ward.
I'm here.
Okay, did you want to speak tonight?
I wanted to make sure I'm aware of the ground for this recommendation is for.
I'm sorry, I couldn't, come on up and talk, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to what the grounds were, the recommendation was made for, this is the first I've heard of.
Okay, well, I'm unaware it was the first you've heard, but just come see us tomorrow, we're gonna talk about personal issues in the city meeting. But you're welcome to come see us.
I would,
Yeah, thank you. I had the wrong number.
Gotcha.
And my mistake there, sorry. Let's see what else. I believe that's all I have.
Should we go ahead and set a second reading meeting for Wednesday for our tax rates? Go ahead and do that.
5 p.m.
5
on
o'clock on
Wednesday.
Wednesday, does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Or at least enough of you to?
5 o'clock.
So we can add anything to that agenda until tomorrow at,
Send it about 3:30.
okay, so if any department heads got anything that we need to get done, we can put it on the agenda. But since it's a special call meeting, we can only do what's on the agenda.
Do you-
So,
Do you want to put the
agreement that's in front of you on the actual agenda on Wednesday, and that'll give you a couple of days, or do you wanna do it now?
I think we're fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start with you then, Jacob.
Sorry.
We'll do department head, reports and,
The agreement that's in front of you is a contract with the Cumberland Valley Ad to administer the CDBG grant funds to renovate the kitchen at the Senior Citizen Center. So we will need a motion to authorize Mayor Asmus to sign that contract.
so this is, what did we get, 250, 350?
It's 30-something, I think.
Three something, and, out of the grant funds will be an administrative fee, so Cumberland Valley Ad will be the one doing that work, so. Yeah. Wish it was more, but it is what it is.
So moved.
Okay.
Second?
Campbell,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes.
The only other things I have are just some downtown events that are gonna take place in October. We have Oktoberfest on the 12th. That will be all day downtown. And then we have, we're gonna do a witches walk, which is a witches night out. That will be for, ladies in town to dress up as witches. And, the bars and restaurants downtown, I think we have 7 that are participating. They are going to have drink specials and small plates available that night, and then we will have a contest for the best witch as well. So that will be on Thursday, October the 24th.
Are you the judge?
I'm the judge.
Oh, boy.
And, no.
Do they get a discount? Is that what did you say? They go to the different restaurants and what?
Yeah, it'll be like a pub crawl.
Oh, okay. Can I dress up as a witch?
Of course.
Sure.
That's it. Don't wanna be sexist.
It's from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock
Witches
on
and,
Thursday,
yeah, could it be
October
witches
24th.
and wizards?
Sure.
Maybe
we
next
can
year.
add- we
No,
can-
sorry, it's a ladies' night out, so, witches only.
And then, I think that's all, yeah. And then we'll do downtown trick or treat, like you said, 3:30 to 5:30. All right?
On the 31st, right?
Yes.
On the
Okay.
31st.
Yes. Thank
All
you.
right, awesome.
Jeff?
All right, thank you, Jacob.
You ready?
What's up, Jeff?
I just got one thing. I'd like to hire, Christopher Branham, to help Wes. As you know, Wes is always out there by himself.
Yeah.
So, he's a good machine operator, and I'd like to hire Christopher Branham in his spot. He's a retiree from T-Dot, so he knows the game.
And he's working now.
Oh, he's already,
He has been working for us for, I guess, about 4 months now.
Right.
it's awesome,
So,
wonderful.
like to hire
Sorry,
him.
I failed to mention that, thanks.
Wonderful.
It's budgeted, yes.
Is that moving up to full-time or from
Yes.
part-time or, okay.
Seasonal,
Seasonal,
full-time.
okay, good.
Okay.
He's really good, this guy's good.
Yes, that motion.
Well, let's not give him a big head.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Moore,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes, and I'm really glad to hear Wes is getting some help, cause I know we spread him pretty thin,
Yes, we
just
do.
like we do all of you guys, so. All right, is that it then, Jeff?
That's it.
Okay, Barry?
Good.
Really? Okay,
All right.
all right, let's see, Mike, you got anything?
No.
Bruce? Good? Rusty?
Not tonight.
What in the world? Nancy?
Always.
Save the best for last.
I appreciate you all very much. Just a follow-up on Jacob with the Oktoberfest, we're excited to work with downtown Corbin on that, and so far we have over 30 vendors signed up, so we're excited for that. I won't take much of your time, but we do have Dessert Week coming up, September 30th through October 5th. We have 11 restaurants that are participating this year in Dessert Week, so we'll be releasing all the details on that, and all those good-looking desserts that you can enjoy. And they're all at the individual price point, so there won't be like a regular $6 treat, there will be, you know, from $2 and something kind of on up, so we're excited for all those elaborate desserts. The 2 more things, we have the Sanders Park drainage project starting, hopefully tomorrow, and so we'll have some work being done there at Sanders Park. Should last about 3 weeks or so, so I'll keep you all updated on that. And then, the last thing that I have is just a reminder, we will be kicking off that resident sentiment survey that I've talked a lot about, October 21st. It will be out for 2 weeks. So I've been reaching out to folks, brainstorming how can we get this survey link in everybody's hands. So if you all have any ideas, you know, how we can really get Corbin residents engaged in filling out that survey, because that's what it's for. It's for the community to give us their input. Let me know. I appreciate it.
Could we use our, Reach Alert? Thank you. Our,
Yes.
whatever it's called.
That's sign language.
Reach Alert. Yeah, we could send it out on the Reach Alert, so.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy.
People can sign up for that on the website, right, if you're not already, Josh?
So we can push that too on social media.
Can we shoot that out like in the next week on Facebook, Josh? Jacob?
So that's
Jacob, are you doing that
I do
now?
read Jacob, that's
Can
Facebook.
you do that for anybody that's not signed up, if they could, maybe get some more people?
To reach alert?
Yes.
To
Okay,
sign up
yes.
for the
Yeah,
Reach
sign
Alert.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Do we have any community comments or requests, or Andrea, you're.
Don't look so shocked this.
She's always got something.
I know, it's okay.
I'll bring you the good stuff, okay?
Okay, ready.
Okay, first off, thank you for your attention to the racing problem we have. Okay, it's really appreciated, believe me. Even if they ain't here to tell you by the whole neighborhood, okay? Next topic is junk cars, or potential junk cars. There is 5 potential junk cars on one block area in my neighborhood.
That's not good.
No, it's not. And I don't know, a long time ago, there was an arrangement between Wallens and the city where Wallens, there was no charge, told them off, they took them to the auction and sold them. I don't know if that still exists.
Are they on the street, or are they on people's
They're on people's property.
So they need to be cited if they're allowed one unlicensed vehicle on their property.
In a garage. Remember, we went through all this before with a misunderstanding of the ordinance, okay? So they could have one unlicensed, uninsured, broken down vehicle on their property if it's in a garage, okay, if they're working on it, but these are parked, just parked.
I missed the in the garage thing. We'll have to look that ordinance
Okay.
up, so we'll do some research on that, and if you wanna give us the addresses, then, or give Scott the addresses.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking,
It's not just your street.
It's not just
Oh,
your
I know,
street.
I know.
It's a problem, and it needs to be corrected.
It does.
We sent out a little blurb a few months ago about folks taking care of their yards and doing a better job. Keep up your property the way you want your neighbors to keep theirs up. And it seemed like it had made some difference, and, you know, we've been very proactive on that, or I guess really it would be reactive now, wouldn't it? And you bring up a very good point, that people need to get junk cars and junk anything else off their porches and out of their yards and off the street, because we can get more aggressive, so thank you for bringing it up.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
It'll be about the 3rd time I've come to y'all now. The first time I came in, we were building a farm, we're trying to be a part of the community. It's a very important step for a family, because unfortunately, no matter how you face it, no family can survive in this world alone. And we all depend upon that community. If I'm gonna work amongst y'all, then this community needs to be able to accept that, and I need to work with a quality that makes y'all want me. And that's the entire point. And you can't actually say that I don't have that quality until you really put me to the test on any of that. I'm willing to contract with these things, I want to contract with these things, my family does. This right here is losing its value across the world. So we need people that are willing to work for the effort of community to keep our communities going, just in case something happens. And that is an important backbone for all of us. On the second time that I met with you personally, okay? And I warned you about a killdozer situation.
A what?
A killdozer situation. And for anybody unfamiliar with it, it happened back in the 90s. A man ran a shop, they cut off his road, he could no longer get business, he lost it. Because instead of being able to get through the courts and get his plea heard out there, he lost all of his revenue and felt like he had no options left, so he built this tank and just went on a rampage across town. And that is a terrible, terrible thing when somebody can actually get their petitions before the courts and actually be heard. Because false allegations is the real thing. When anybody petitions to the court, it is on them to bring those proofs to them. And if they cannot prove that before the court, they brought false allegations, and we can turn around and charge them. So there's no reason why we should be charging somebody to get their petition or their case heard before the court in the first place. That should be done freely. Because if they have the evidence, they have the evidence. If they don't, they're lying and they're pushing something that they shouldn't be pushing, and we should stand by that. And as for these mass attacks that keep going on all over this country, we need to take that seriously. Because yes, we're a small town, but I've been to these big cities, okay? With this attack that just happened on 75, and all of our police resources run around trying to hunt this dude, if you look out there, it is a criminal's paradise right now. We can be hit by these big cities, and these criminal people can come over here and do massive damage before our police forces have any time to react. And honestly, nobody in this community is ready for that. Because just looking around, nobody has taken advantage of that, and that is a blessing. It means we're in an actual God-given community that actually cares about each other, that doesn't take advantage of the situation. And when I told you about that situation, I was going under my own. My kids have been attacked and abused. And I have tried for the last 2 years to get this petition before the courts, and I have been ignored. The man that abused him said that he was going to use connections that he has amongst this community to keep this threat on him. He has known that I have gone to the banks to try to get a loan and has texted me bragging about it. I never told this man that. And this terrifies me that that man has that kind of power and authority over my family, that I have had to move my family off of that property for their own safety. Because I can't get this heard before the community, and I can't get this man to face what he should face for abusing children. If it was civil, it was civil. Now, on another thing, and this is security.
Could you hold on just a second?
These are books. If I had came in here with any other kind of attitude because of how I feel about my family, because we all have a right to protect our children, this would have been a totally different matter. And I don't want that kind of thing to happen in my community. I'm terrified of people acting like that. This is about picked up. I'm terrified of that kind of thing. And it baffles me why we don't even have metal detectors down here for y'all security in case somebody comes up here ranting and raving and just goes crazy in here. For all of our sake. And there's no reason that we can't be proactive in that. Is all I've got to say. And I would love to help and work with the community on a personal level. I would give my life for any one of y'all in here, and y'all don't understand how desperate that is. That I will work to the bone and die for y'all if y'all will help me take care of my children. That is it. And
Where
it
do
is
you
for
live?
something the entire community is considering.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
619 Bacon Creek.
Are you out, you're outside the city limit, right?
Yes, but we do a lot of work. Everything in here would be a part of the community. Even our mailing address would be Corbin. I could go to the judge executive. There is nowhere for me to visit the community when I'm stuck in the middle of everything.
Right.
And it is a terrifying thing. Please, sir. Thank you. Y'all have a good day, and I really hope that I can work with y'all some more. Because this is very important for all of us.
All right, anybody else?
And it's also happening right in our workplace here. I mean, with the City of Corbin employees. These things going on around us that people are just not aware of, and they should be.
I think people are pretty aware of what's going on. And I also think that there comes we can't live in fear. We're a small town, we're a small community, and just like the gentleman said, you know, we care about each other and we watch each other's backs. And, you know, if there is any kind of lapse in security that you feel like that is being missed, then I guess you're having a meeting tomorrow anyway with Scott, so you can discuss it then.
You need to call me first in the morning, okay? Because I got quite a lot. I'll be glad to talk to you.
All right, does anybody have anything else? Yes, ma'am.
With that, we're ready to adjourn.
I believe we need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Ford,
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Bassett.
Yes.